How can a self-directed IRA actually save your retirement? That's what we're going to talk about on today's show. Hey everyone, I'm Clayton Morris. I'm the founder of Morris Invest. We are a full-service rental real estate company. So we build about 500 homes a year for our clients. But one of the main ways that our clients buys real estate is through a self-directed IRA, because they're able to let this asset then grow tax-free, and they're able to enjoy the tax benefits of that. So when they hit retirement age, all of that income inside of that self-directed account is now tax-free wealth. It's a beautiful, beautiful strategy. So when we see retirement accounts getting hammered right now, I wanted to do this video because so many people are panicking. They're seeing those treasury bonds that used to be a safe place to go. We saw last week, of course, those new CPI numbers come out, and people get really nervous about, oh my God, the US dollar is collapsing, which I believe it is. $31 trillion in debt. The United States is in desperation mode right now. And the value of the US dollar is starting to, after a 10-year bull cycle, is starting to decline. That safe haven of buying treasury bonds is reversing. And that's why you're seeing a number of investors moving towards real estate, gold, silver, precious metals, and commodities over the past week. Those sectors are exploding. There's a reason for that. Who wants to be in the volatile stock market, given to the whims of what Wall Street, what all of these corrupt owners of these companies and politicians are doing? We've seen enormous amounts of buying back of stock. The government has been feeding them trillions of dollars. And what are they doing? Instead of investing in research and development and growing their businesses, they've instead been buying back their own stock, artificially inflating the value of those stocks, enriching the executives of those companies. And then who gets screwed? You get screwed. The little guy gets screwed. So I am not a fan of putting all of my eggs into a stock market basket. Absolutely not. Maybe a little bit of it if you invest in certain things like some commodities-based products. That's what I like to invest in. But overall, no. I want to make sure that I have total control over my finances, and having my family's future tied to these retirement accounts, tied to Wall Street, is a dangerous place to go. So a lot of people don't even know, because they've got a 401k plan or an IRA, and they don't know the volatility of the stock market, what that means for their retirement. And so I can remember in 2008, 2009, when you had people that just got destroyed because we saw Wall Street collapse, right? And so all of these people who had money in the stock market in a 401k plan saw an enormous amount, like decade or so of growth just destroyed overnight. So imagine those people who were about to retire. They were about to take that money out in 6 months and live out their dreams, right? Live out the rest of their life. And suddenly they go to their retirement account, and because of what happened on Wall Street, now they can't retire. So many people had to stay and continue to work then through their retirement. They never got to retire. They died not ever having that chance to just, go off and live in the sunset. Awful, awful, awful. But you would hear people, you probably are one of these people, heard this, where 10 years later, talking 2017, 2018, people say, well, now I've bounced back. Took me 10 years, but my account now bounced back. Oh, great. So you just lost 10 years of growth and investing? So you waited 10 years for your stocks and everything to bounce back? It's a horrible way to live. That's a terrible way to invest. With the power of a self-directed retirement account, you get to control what you invest in and chart your own financial future. So using a self-directed IRA offers you just a ton of benefits. First of all, there's no hidden fees. So if you have a traditional IRA or a 401k plan, you can move those accounts over to a self-directed retirement account. Like our team at Morris Invest can help you do it in about 10 minutes. So we'll have a link in the description below. It's very, very easy to do. And then you get to see the fees, very few fees, because you're working with a custodian and it's all transparent. So you'll know that it costs like a few $100s a year just to maintain your custodial SDIRA account. But they're not telling you which investments to make. They're not making money off of which stocks you buy. They're just the custodian of the account. That's it. So you make the money. And Wall Street won't tell you about these things. They don't want you to know about self-directed accounts. They think of them as the enemy. And they are the enemy to Wall Street, because they make tens of thousands of dollars off of fees that they charge to you. I always laugh because when I'm sitting there watching, a Sunday NFL game or a baseball game or something, right? You'll see commercials come on for, follow Charles Schwab, follow your green line to retirement through Fidelity. They're spending millions of dollars in television advertising to get you to come work for those companies. Where do you think they get all of this money? They get that money off of the fees that they charge you. So of course they can spend millions of dollars on NFL ads to get you to come become one of their clients at Charles Schwab or Fidelity or T. Rowe Price or whatever these other houses are. So then you start working with them as a financial advisor, then they charge you tens of thousands of dollars by telling you which stocks and so forth to invest in, managing your money. And very often, and almost always, those guys that are telling you what to invest in aren't investing in those things themselves. They're just telling you because they make more money off of the things they tell you to invest in. It's such a racket. It's sick. But with a self-directed IRA, you're never going to see one of those commercials on television for those custodians because they don't have to do it and they don't make money like that. They make a few $100s a year managing your account. So there's no hidden fees. When you have a self-directed account, they're overseeing it, making sure that it's secure, and then you invest in whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. Also, it's incredibly fast to set up a self-directed account. There's virtually no paperwork. It's very, very simple to do. You're not going to be, it's not like filling out a mortgage application where it's going to take you years and years and years to put this together. It's going to be something you can do very, very quickly. Our team at Morris Invest, we'll have a link in the description, can set it up in, like I said, about 10 minutes. That's how quickly you can have an account set up and running and start investing in the things that you want to invest in. You also have protection from inflation. This is very important given our inflationary environment right now. Now, we're seeing some moderation on inflation, but still it's at 40-year highs. So how do you protect yourself against inflation? Well, you do it by investing in assets, tangible assets that are a hedge against inflation. So when you own a self-directed account, you can buy rental real estate inside of that account. You could buy gold, you could buy silver, you could buy things that are a hedge against inflation. They are a hedge against the decline of the US dollar. By owning a tangible asset in your retirement vehicle, you're getting the benefits of appreciation year over year over year. You're getting the benefits of tax-free cash flow from the tenants paying into that account inside of your self-directed account. It's growing tax-free. You're not paying taxes on that. And when you hit retirement age, you get to take that money out tax-free. That's the beauty of owning rental real estate inside of a self-directed account. You get that hedge against inflation. It's also a safer and longer lasting return vehicle for your retirement. Think how much safer it is to invest in a tangible piece of real estate than it is for you to be throwing money at some crazy crypto exchange. I mean, look what just happened to the FTX cryptocurrency exchange this past week. It's been a disaster. I mean, people have lost a lot of money. So imagine if you had been investing in that for your financial future, or if you've been investing in Tesla, for instance, Tesla stock plummeting, or you had invested in NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA down, 70% for the year? What if you invested in Facebook and Meta stock down? Maybe that was the one that was down 70%. I mean, all of them down huge. So if your family's finances are tied to those companies, like what Mark Zuckerberg does or what Elon Musk tweets, your future is tied to that. I'd much rather be able to have my family's future tied to a home that is in one of the best rental markets in the country that's producing cash flow, while it's also appreciating in value. That to me is way more attractive and safe long-term than giving my money over to Wall Street and all of these corrupt politicians and whatever little corrupt cabal they've got running right now. Unbelievable. I mean, have you looked into this FTX thing? Holy smokes, what a mess. What a corrupt, all of these politicians in cahoots with one another. It's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And imagine how many people lost money because of that. So those are just a few things that I love about self-directed retirement accounts. You can invest in anything you can think of: promissory notes, tax certificates, tax liens, agriculture. I mean, the list is endless. You can buy private stocks, digital currencies, oil and gas, commodities, startup businesses. You can invest in precious metals. But my favorite, of course, is investing in real estate inside of a self-directed retirement account. Again, if you'd like to have your self-directed retirement account set up in a few minutes, our team will do it for you, and we can talk about how investing in real estate inside of that account is taking it to the next level. So you can book a call with our team at Morris Invest. We'll have a link in the description below, and we will see you next time, everyone.